I'm watching a series about the end of the world, where some kind of flu comes and takes over the human race. Yet another apocalyptic series. But it's interesting to think about what would happen in that scenario, what I would do. Kind of crazy. It's interesting to think about what my attitude would be towards people. Because when we're afraid for ourselves, our outlook changes, and the way we are towards other people changes. So I wonder how I would change, how quickly it would happen. I've got some experience with changing direction recently, and it's hard to do initially, and then you buy into it, and then it becomes easier. So it would probably be like that. And it's interesting that people like that kind of stuff. These kind of series are very popular. They keep making more of them. It's not that new at the end of the day, but it's still interesting. Is that because we like to think about what would happen if we weren't here anymore? Who knows? Feels kind of apropos coming to the end of the year, things quieting down and slowing. There's also been a lot of illness going around, flu, etc. And there's also optimism for next year. It's not as though January 1st brings a new reality, but it always feels like it does. And I think as people, we're naturally optimistic. I was talking with a friend recently about California politics, and he's someone who used to live in California, and he moved away. He said California got to him, and he told me I was holding out, and he said, I think you've lived through the worst of California politics, and it's going to get better from here. We'll see. If that's true, I moved here right as it was, coming into its worst time, and the last 5 to 7 years have been, not easy. And the economic times have been interesting as well. But I'm optimistic for what's to come, politically and otherwise. And I don't plan to spend the next 4 years being miserable, or any amount of time being miserable. Happy holidays.